Hello everyone, this is Ron from High Tech Legion, and today we have something slightly different from the normal mid-tower cases that I've been looking at lately, and we are going to take a look at other form factors, that specifically those that are of the HTPC variety. And this is a Slim series case from Sentey. It is the SS1-2421 Slim case, and you can see on the box what it looks like when it's powered on and in use. And this actually comes with a power supply built in, and the model number for the power supply is BCP 450-0M, and I'm assuming it's a 450 watt power supply. And let's move it aside so we can see the specifications of the power supply included. It is a 450 watt power supply, and is a micro-ATX PS2 form factor, and you can see the cable length and the connectors that are included. Of course, you have your standard 20+4 pin power connector for your motherboard, and you have peripheral fins for your SATA and CPU 2+2 connector. So it should be compatible for most motherboard systems, and it will be compatible for the mini-ITX motherboard that we are going to use. And let's flip it over to the other side and see some more information about this Sentey SS1-2421 case. You have the cooling options, and it shows pretty much an assembled system at the top, and the panel LCD, and a list of features in both English and Spanish. And the connectors at the bottom shows the various front panel connectors that are available. But even better is if we take a look at it once we open the case and see what we can find inside. Here is what the SS1-2421 looks like out of the box. It has actually comes with this power connector for the power supply at the back, and it has a very glossy finish, high quality paint, as we've seen with the other Sentey case that we have looked at, the Sentey Arvina full tower case. The SS1-2421 Slim series case also has the same high quality finish, and this one comes in black, but it has a silver trim on the side and a blue lining right in the middle. And from the front you can see the power button, reset button, your two USB 2.0 front ports, and audio jacks for your microphone and your headphones. You also have controls for your LCD. Right now it's not plugged in, we haven't assembled our system yet, so it's not powered on, and the Sentey logo right there. You also have this DVD slot for your optical drive, or maybe a CD or Blu-ray drive, and a recessed access port for your external 3.5-inch drive. And let's move to the side and see. The left side panel has a ventilation hole for exhausting hot air, but otherwise it's rather plain. And let's move it to the back. You can see the power supply connector at the top, and you have your on-off switch as well. And there are 4 PCI expansion slot devices at the bottom, and they are low profile. And there's also ventilation on the top, and of course for your I/O backplate for your motherboard. And this axis is actually screwed in place. You have 2 screws holding the top, and you can't remove this other panel. You can only remove the right side panel. And finally, on the right side, you can see you have a ventilation hole here, although you can actually, if you look through it, you can see that there is a fan right behind it. I'm assuming it's the power supply ventilation area. And let's flip it over and see what is underneath, and also on the other side. At the top you have ventilation exhaust area for your power supply that's built in, and you also have an active cooling solution that is an exhaust right here at the top. At the bottom you have more ventilation areas right here in the rear, and at the front for the optical drives. the side panel removed, we can see the insides of the SS1-2421 Sentey case. And first we have to take out the accessories that are inside. And let's start with the documentation. You have your STEM Series user manual. It's actually in high glossy, high quality print. And it's not just the manual, but the catalog for the other Sentey line of products, and you have your product warranty information card. You'll also have your LCD temperature manual for the front panel LCD. And let's put this away and see. This large plastic piece is the vertical stand. If you wish to use your Sentey SS1-2421 STEM Series case standing up or upright, you may use the plastic stand. And finally, we have a small box here, accessory, and it is you can find screws, motherboard mounting standoffs. We have a speaker, and we also have a couple of rubber squares here. I'm not sure what these are for yet. We're going to take a look at it later during our installation video. And there are also a couple of mounting screws. Let's put this aside and look at the front panel connectors. We have our USB. Actually, this is the front panel audio. And you have your USB. And you also have your 4-pin power, I'm assuming for the LCD screen. And appears to be most likely a thermal probe for the temperature, for taking temperatures. And you also have a 2-pin fan connector here. And the standard, you have your reset switch, your power LED, power switch, and the hard drive activity LED. You also have this another 2-pin fan connector for the top exhaust fan, and of course the power supply is bundled. It is actually a smaller power supply. It's not your standard form factor, and but you got with this power supply you get your 20+4-pin motherboard power. You have a 4-pin, two 4-pin Molex with a floppy connector, another 4-pin Molex with a single SATA connector. You have your motherboard 4-pin connector and another SATA connector. Before you can install hard drives and optical devices inside the Sentey SS1-2421 slim case, you must first remove 2 screws from here and locking this hard drive and optical drive docking bay in place, and you can just actually take it out and install your components separately. And here your power supply is actually installed already, and here you can see the back of your front panel connectors.